Dr. Gregory here, three-time Olympic medalist and world champion in track and field. Thank you all for coming over to this channel. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. If you think the content is worthy to be shared, please be generous and share. And also, if this is your first time coming over to this channel, please click on the notification bell so you can receive the new videos when they are uploaded. Today I have an exciting video for you. Today we're going to talk about the top 3 Jamaican for 2024 in the 100 meters, and we're going to assess them and see where they are. So when we look at what is going on with our sprinters, we are confident that we have 3 young men who at any moment, if they are at the top of their game, they can be victorious. And the 3 sprinters that we're talking about is Oblivious Culley, Akeem Blake, and Kishane Thompson. So before I actually go into the assessment, I want to hear from you, my viewers and my subscribers. Which one of these 3 sprinters do you think will reign supreme for the 2025 season? Please feel free to leave your opinion in the comment section. So the first sprinter we're going to talk about is Oblivious Culley. Last year, I would say 2024, he finished the season in a disappointing way. I am sure that even though he made it to the Olympic final, he was upset with the results. I saw him in an interview and he said that he was frustrated and he was extremely disappointed. So we don't know how long it is going to take for him to overcome that. But when we look at Oblivious Culley, there are many things that are concerning. One, we don't know the level of his injury. We don't know the impact it will have on him. We know that he's training for the off season, but we don't know the type of injury, the extent to the injury, the extent to the treatment, and the impact it will have on his off season training. And the second concern that we have with Oblivious Culley is that we don't know how the disappointment for the 2024 season is going to affect him. I can tell you that sometimes it takes a long time for an athlete to get over a major disappointment, especially when they put their heart and soul in it. And in this case, it is the 3rd year in a row that Oblivious Culley did not live up to his expectations. So we just have to wait and see. Now, what I would suggest for him to do is to make sure that he has an experienced mentor who he can talk to, someone that he trusts. And also he would need to have a psychologist that can help him to accept some of the defeat, put it behind him, and focus on the future. Now, as I said before, I don't know the impact the disappointment will have on him. And if the impact is devastating to some degree, then it may take him some time to put the past behind. Now, the good thing with Oblivious Culley is that he has an experienced team. But the team need to let him grow up a little bit more. They need to let him loose. They need to let him gain more experience on his own. And he has not traveled overseas a lot because of many issues. He will tell you that he has an issue with the meals. He had issues with the traveling. And as a result of that, they try to keep him close to home. But this is the 3rd year in a row that he has experienced this type of disappointment. So I think it is time for him to grow up and to become the man that he needs to be if he's going to be victorious in the 100 meters. Now, as I said before, the good thing is that he has some experienced people around him. Coach Glenn Mills knows what it takes to get an athlete to the next level. And I think as Oblivious Culley mature, that he will start to assess things better and he will be able to give the best of himself. I think he needs to learn how to pace himself through the rounds, and I think he needs to make sure that everywhere he goes, that his psychologist is right near with him so he can express his fears and hopefully they can help him to overcome whatever challenges that he may face ahead. I think he has a very good shot at getting a medal for the 2025 season, but we will have to wait and see. So my viewers and my subscribers, please share with me your opinion. How do you feel about Oblivious Culley for the 2025 season? Do you think he's able to put aside the disappointment from the 2024 Olympics and focus on the 2025 season effectively, that is, please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. Now, the next person that I think might have a major advantage over Kishian and also Oblique Seville is Akeem Blake, because it was reported today that Akeem Blake has received a pass, a wild card to enter the World Championship for 2025 because he is the reigning Diamond League champion. And I think that gives him a major advantage. He don't have to stress himself out to qualify for the World Championship next year. But when we look at Akeem Blake, there are a lot of things that people may pick at. Some people believe that he competed way too much for the 2024 season, and when it comes to track and field, you don't feel the impact right away. You may feel the impact later on down the road. So in Akeem's situation, we hope that he will assess everything that he did and he will select his races much more careful, because in truth, he was all over the place. He ran indoors, he ran outdoor, and he had a very long season. So we don't know the impact that will have on him. But overall, I can tell you that he will get faster if all goes well. And I think that as he too matures and he now accepts the challenge that is there, I think his confidence will grow. And if his confidence grows, then you can expect better performances for the 2025. I can tell you that if all goes well, I expect him to run a PR for the 2025 season, because no one expected that he would actually run a PR at the end of the season. So it shows that physically he's in good shape, mentally he's in good shape. He has no injury as far as we can tell. So I think that when you compete so well at the last meet, it usually carry over into the next season. So in his case, especially with the wild card that he just received, I think this is going to renew his spirit and his confidence, and I think he has a lot to look forward to. I think he will be one of the better sprinters of the three, but time will tell. So let us observe him. Let's see if he's going to run indoor season for the 2025 season. If he go ahead and do that, then I can say that might have a negative impact on him. But as it stands now, he is going to be one of the favorites. And I think that if he continues to make good decisions, you will see the results in his performance. So my viewers and my subscribers, please share your opinion with us. Do you think that Akeem Blake will have a great season for the 2025? Or do you think that because he competed so much for the 2024 season, it will have a negative impact on his future performances? Please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. And finally, it is the reigning Olympic silver medalist, Kishian Thompson. How will he perform for the 2025 season? Now, we know that at the end of the season, he was not able to perform at all because of the injury. So we don't know how the impact the injury will have on his 2025 season. We know that he's injury prone and he has been trying to have a season free from injuries, but it seems like injuries usually gets the best of him. Now, the thing about it is that before, Kishian Thompson was the hunter, and sometimes when you are the hunter, things might seem easy for you. We know it's not easy because he did put in the work, but in this case, he is going to be the person with the bullseye on his back. And I know that when you're chasing someone and now you are the favorite and you are being chased by everyone, that it will have a totally different psychological impact on him. I personally think that one of Kishian Thompson's strengths is his mind. I think because he gained the experience in terms of high level competition, I think we're going to see some of that experience carry over into 2025. I think that he is very composed and he's very patient. And as he continues to learn the craft, you're going to see some more great performance. Now, the downside to that is, as I said earlier, the injury status. Will he stay healthy for the 2025 season? No one truly knows. We only hope that as he gets older, that his body will get stronger and he mature enough to know exactly what to do without increasing the chances of injuries. Now, when I look at the three athletes, Akeem Blake, Oblique Seville, and Kishane Thompson, I think the advantage here is Kishane Thompson. I think he has demonstrated that he can run under 980 with less effort than the other two athletes. So I think that if he continues to grow and mature, then he will reign supreme. The disadvantage here is that Akeem Blake has the wild card, which means that Kishane will have to compete at the national championship and he has to finish in the top three in order to qualify to compete at the World Championship for 2025. So, with that being said, I still give Kishane Thompson the advantage over the other two, but I can tell you that as all three athletes mature, you really are not 100% sure as to what to expect. Because on any given day, if any of these three athletes are feeling it, you can get some great times and some great performances. So my viewer and my subscribers, please share with me your opinion. Which of these three athletes do you think is going to reign supreme for the 2025 season? Now we know that at any time there can be a sleeper, which means that any new athlete or existing athlete can rise to the occasion and get in great shape. Because one of the things we find here is that all of our sprinters, with the exception of Johan Blake, are young people. So at any moment, anyone can rise to the occasion. But as it stands now, I think these three athletes that I just mentioned, Oblique Seville, Akeem Blake, and Kishane Thompson, are the three top tier 100-meter athletes that we ought to look out for the 2025 season. As I said, anyone can rise. Any other athlete can rise and try to dethrone them. But at the end of the day, let us just focus on these three. And as we see the new emergence pop up, then we will address them as is. I thank you all for listening. If you have anything you want to share, feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. But until then, I am Dr. Gregory Horton. Have a blessed day.